This is your News Now Sports.
Acme District action across the area this afternoon, headlined by a pivotal elimination game at Shawnee. St. Mary's has climbed out of the losers bracket after a nail-biting 1-0 win over St. John's yesterday, while Elida saw their big lead slip away in a loss to Van Wert. These two teams going head-to-head this afternoon. The winner will meet Van Wert tomorrow at 5 while the loser is out. Similar to yesterday, Elida strikes first as Luke Berger blasts one to deep right. It one-hops off the warning track and over the fence for a ground rule double. Noah Bowman scores as it's 1-zip Dogs. The next batter is Alec Ewing. He bloops one into shallow center. That falls for a base knock. Nick Niebel scores as Elida strikes for 3 in the top of the first, but St. Mary's storms back. Bottom 3, bases juiced for Henry Spencer, who takes one the other way into left for a base knock. Ethan Wedding is in. Here comes Adam Tobin. He scores as well as the Rough Riders cut the deficit in half. 3 batters later, Logan Hale shoots one through the left side. Spencer hustles home as St. Mary's ties the game. The next batter is Carson Fishbaugh, and he gives them the lead with a base hit into center field. Scoring is Dylan Troglin as St. Mary's scores 10 unanswered runs. They win it 10-4. Great Lakes League games today as both the Mariners and Locos in action. Grand Lake at home once again this afternoon, concluding their series with the Muskegon Clippers, and it wasn't the way they wanted it to end as Muskegon leaves with a 12-5 victory. Noah Thigpen drives in 3 runs on the afternoon, while Will David chips in 2 hits and 2 RBI of his own in the losing effort. Meanwhile, across the border, the Locos are in search of a 5th straight win as they take on St. Clair, but they can't come up with it as the Green Giants take out Lima 9-6 tonight. Peyton Berry got the start on the bump for the Locos. He went just 6 innings, giving up 5 earned on 9 hits. Ryan Smith leads the way for Lima offensively with 3 hits and 1 RBI in the losing effort. To the big leagues now, the Indians look to avoid the sweep in the final game of their series with the Twins. Top 1, the Indians break the ice as Jose Ramirez smokes one down the first base line and into the right field corner. Carlos Santana scores on the 2-out RBI double as Cleveland jumps in front. Bottom 4, they add to it as Greg Allen grounds one right back up the middle. Jake Bauers on his horse from second. He scores with ease as the Tribe double their lead. Still in the 4th, 2 batters later, Tyler Naquin keeps him coming. A line drive base knock of his own. Allen is in to make it 3-zip Cleveland, but the Twins come all the way back to tie it at 3 before Carlos Santana changes that in the 7th, as with 2 away, he blasts a solo shot into the right field seats. His 21st of the season couldn't come at a better time as the Indians avoid the sweep with a 4-3 win. In Colorado, a quick turnaround for the Reds this afternoon as they hope to stay hot after putting up 17 runs last night. These teams waste no time once again today as Ryan McMahon takes one for a ride deep to right field. Off the wall it goes. Daniel Murphy and Ian Desmond score as the Rockies strike for 4 in the first to take a 4-zip lead. Top 2, the Reds respond as Scooter Gennett grounds one through the hole into right for a base hit. Derek Dietrich scores before David Dahl boots it in right. That allows Phillip Ervin to slide home safely as the deficit is cut in half. 6 batters later, Jesse Winker will line one up the middle. The shift works to perfection for the Rockies, but Daniel Murphy can't pick it at first. Winker is safe. 2-run score as the Reds storm back to tie the game. In the 6th now, it's 10-7 Rockies before Jose Peraza, first pitch swinging, hammers one to deep left field and gone. A 2-run shot is his 6th of the season to pull the Reds within 1, but they can't get any closer as the Rockies hang on to win it 10-9. The Tigers have lost 5 in a row dating back to before the All-Star break. They try to snap that skid in Kansas City this afternoon. Top 1, Detroit gets on the board first as Kristen Stewart lines one down the right field line and into the corner. Nick Castellanos scoring with ease from second as the Tigers lead at 1-zip. They trail here in the 3rd, though, but no longer, as with the bases loaded, Jamer Candelario squares one up into the left center gap and all the way to the wall. Castellanos scores. Stewart scores. Here comes Brandon Dixon. He is safe as the Tigers storm in front. 3 batters later, they add to it as Gordon Beckham has liftoff. A 2-run shot into the left field seats as the Tigers use an offensive explosion this afternoon en route to a 12-8 win. We need to take a break here on Your News Now Sports, but when we return, we hit the links as the final round of the John Deere Classic takes place today. Find out who came on top right after the break. We are just 1 week away from the Open Championship at Royal Portrush Golf Club in Northern Ireland, but the PGA Tour rolls on this weekend with today's final round of the John Deere Classic. The TPC Deere Run We Go, Americans Cameron Tringale and Andrew Landry share the lead heading into today's final round. Beginning on the par 4 15th, Russell Henley has this 45-footer for birdie, and how about that? He nails it. His 9th birdie of the round as he moves to 18 under par. Here is Henley at the 18th now. This to move into the lead, heading into the clubhouse, and he makes no mistake. 10 birdies on the day for Henley. He shoots a final round 61, which is the lowest round of his career, but it was not enough. At the par 5 10th, Dylan Fratelli has this tough 4th shot from the rough, but it does not matter as he holds the chip for birdie. That moves Fratelli into a tie for the lead at 19 under par, and he would continue to pull ahead here at 18. He taps in this par putt as he wins the John Deere Classic. Fratelli shoots a final round 64 to finish with a winning score of 21 under par. The South African PGA Tour rookie has his first PGA Tour win as he's the John Deere Classic champion. We finish on the tennis courts as the men's final at the Wimbledon Championships take place today. The top 2 seeds going head-to-head as Novak Djokovic matches up with Roger Federer. Third set, 6 apiece, set point for Djokovic, and Federer with the unforced error into the net. It goes. Novak in control, up 2 sets to 1, but Federer would not go lightly. 4th set, triple set point for Federer, and look at this. A vicious serve before a forehand smash for the winner. We go to a winner-take-all 5th set. In that set, it's 12-11. Djokovic and Federer serves up an ace to bring it even at 12 apiece, forcing a tiebreaker to decide the men's final for the first time in history. And in that tiebreaker, Federer flubs the Djokovic return as the Serbian wins it in dramatic fashion. The 16th major championship and 5th Wimbledon title for the #1 player in the world, Novak Djokovic, your Wimbledon champion, Katie.
All right, thanks so much, Matt. We'll wrap things up after the break.